Here we go. Johnny, how you doing, my brother?
Hey, what's going on?
Very good. Thank you for coming out. Would you share with the fans that are watching your name, your age, and what you do?
Everybody calls me Johnny Pickles. I'm 52. I used to be a professional soccer coach for about 29, 30 years, and now I'm probably top 10,000 pickleball player in the world. Yeah, I'm not very good, but I try my
Better
best.
than me. I'm at the bottom. I'm 7 billion. Yeah. So great work, Johnny. Wow, I love it. So before we have you come on with some real ones that are ready to rock with you, share with us what makes you a real one.
I guess the best answer is I'm authentic. You know, I'm pretty come from a middle class family growing up just outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Um, I moved overseas in 1994. I've been all over the world. So I've had some like amazing experiences, which makes me extremely grateful for everything that I have. So, I think America is the best country in the world, but people complain nonstop. It's like first world problems, right? And they don't know what it's like to, grow up in a refugee camp or be in a war zone or something like that.
Wow.
So it makes me really, really grateful to be American, to live here now, and just have all the niceties that we have here in the U.S.
It really is important as a brother, and I totally feel what you're saying, because it's great to keep it real as you're doing and to be grateful. So no matter what your situation may be, you still got to be grateful, because complaining ain't gonna do it. Now action, we still love moving forward and pressing forward as we try to make things right. But I totally feel what you're saying, Johnny. So let's do this. What are you looking for in a real one, in a lovely queen? What are you looking for?
Great sense of humor. I mean, I think that's critical. The ability to have a really good conversation. I'm going to put a priority on non-judgmental. I think that's the most important thing. I grew up in a very religious family. And sometimes when you're religious, it's easy to judge. But we're not really going to get judged until the afterlife, when we meet our maker.
Hallelujah. Oh, you're starting to preach, boy. Okay. Well, yeah.
So it's not our place to judge here on earth.
All right. Now we do have some fans that are asking some questions, even though I might wait for the real one to ask that. So we'll get into that in a minute. Okay. One of my last questions before we have our real one. Okay. Give me a second. Sometimes my mic gets a little too excited. But what are some of your red flags, things that you don't tolerate in a relationship?
Someone that overdrinks. I guess I can work with a smoker, but I really, really don't like a smoker.
Okay.
That's pretty large for me. I think I'm pretty open to everything else, though, honestly, John.
Okay. Now the fans always want to know, when you say no smoker, are you talking about just cigarettes, or are we doing devil's lettuce, sticky wee? I gotta ask.
Well, it's funny, John. I'm 52. I've never drank alcohol in my life. I've never smoked. I've never done drugs. People might say, you haven't lived, but the people that know me around the world know I've had a really, really interesting life. A lot of funny stories, John, and all of my failures are probably the funniest stories in the world. So, don't be afraid to fail. Take chances in life, and I don't know, just always have a good time.
You're preaching, Johnny. I love it. Let me just give a few more announcements before we have your first real one talk with you. Folks, we're trying to get some super chats. We're trying to drop 2 episodes next week. Make sure you do that. Like the video if you're just tuning in. I know you like it in your heart. I know you do, but also physically hit that like button so the algorithm can appreciate a real one in the last talk show and all that we're doing. And so Johnny can possibly get some real ones. We still have the link pinned at the top. So any lovely ladies, if you're already feeling Johnny right now, why don't you click on the link, get in to this wonderful experience and talk to Johnny. I think I'm ready for my first real one. Johnny, are you ready?
Sure.
All right, we're going to have this lovely lady that might be in your time zone, might be. We're going to add her. Jennifer is here. Jennifer, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you for joining Johnny and I. Would you share with us your name, your age, and what you do?
Sure. My name is Jennifer. Age is I just turned 51 May 7th. So happy birthday to me. Um, and what do I do? I'm a scientist.
Oh, okay, Johnny, got a smart one.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah.
I was awful in science.
Oh, I love it. I even tutor it. So I'm a total geek, and I appreciate my geekness. I embrace it. I embrace it fully.
And she can help you, Johnny. She can help you with the scientific method and observing and hypothesis and stuff like that. Now, Jennifer, what makes you a real one?
I liked what you said, by the way, Johnny. I don't drink either. I have much more fun. I like waking up the next morning and being able to roll out of bed and getting up. So I think that that's a great thing. I don't smoke, and eating healthy, I think, is really important. I'm real because I don't know. I'm just down to earth. I mean, I grew up with a traditional Italian family where we had 5 people in the room. It sounded like there were 20. We cooked, we cleaned, we did everything, and just hard work is what gets you through.
Did you have Sunday macaroni?
Oh, of course we did.
Yeah.
Of course we did. Early. It wasn't late.
Did you have plastic on your sofa growing up?
We had the plastic. My aunt always had plastic where you had to like kind of move, and you were like, okay, if you're too hot or you're wearing something short,
when you're sweating,
you go to my aunt's house all the time in Staten Island, and we were like, we were done. We know the sofa already.
Yeah.
And like, we didn't really get it, but we understood it. The funny thing is, right now my dog is trying to get into the room, so you'll see the back moving. So it's kind of funny.
Calm down, doggy. Calm down. Trying to get in on the action. That's what your dog's a real one. Who would the pointer live in real time? All right. Now let's go for this. What are you looking for in a real one, Jennifer?
Someone that makes me laugh. I love to laugh. I find myself funny, so I make myself laugh. So if someone else can make me laugh, that's great. I'm looking for just someone that I can have an intelligent conversation with, go out, do things with, that likes to, listen to live music. If there's live music, I dance. Enjoys good food, lives a healthy lifestyle, and just shares my morals and values.
Can we get your emergency contact information, Jennifer? Because I'm hilarious. And if we start chatting, you're going to faint or fall over.
No, I do laugh. I laugh all the time. It's like, it's ridiculous, but like when my kids were young, I have older kids, I would like jump out behind a wall and like scare them just because I thought it was funny. I would make myself laugh. It was great.
Well, laughter is the best medicine, as the greatest book ever, the Bible's.
Oh, without question.
That's a beautiful thing. I'm only going to ask a few more questions because I don't like interrupting real one connections, and I feel a little bit of a connection. The fans do too. But Jennifer, in relationships, as you know, we call them heartbreakers, but there's deal breakers, red flags. What are things you're not going to tolerate?
Not tolerating any narcissistic personality behaviors.
Super narcissist.
If anybody is like that, that is like an absolutely out for me. Someone that is like just extremely selfish and stuff like that. Heavy drinkers, don't want that. Won't tolerate that. Smoking, don't want that either. Any type.
Well,
any type.
Johnny has never smoked or drank. So
yeah, no, any type of that. It's drugs and stuff like that. Just not my game. So I like someone that's really healthy and into fitness and is hardworking, and that's about it.
That's fantastic. I'm going to throw it to Johnny in a hot second, but a lot of the fans want to know, and this is the beauty of the live show. Fans, if you directly want your question asked to Johnny, to Jennifer, or to Pointer, make sure you put a little change on that so we can see it. It stands out when you pay for a question. But Jennifer, the fans want to know, are you concerned with height, the height of your real one? Are you concerned?
Okay, so I grew up in a family. I'm tall. I'm very tall. When people ask me how tall I am, I say very. You know why? Because my mother's 4'11", my brother's 5'3", and my dad was 5'7". So I came out and I'm 5'4", so I'm huge. So my mother would say, you're so tall. So I have this complex in my mind that I'm very tall. So when someone asks me how tall I am, I said very.
Mm,
So I mean, literally, you ask any of my friends, they're like, "How tall are you?" I'm like, "Very."
very tall.
So
Okay.
I'm very tall. It's just the way it is. I know height's never been a thing for me. Most of the guys I date are around 5'7", 5'8". It's just kind of, I don't know. I grew up in an Italian family where everyone was not very, they were vertically challenged,
Mm.
call it. But so, and it wasn't ever a big deal for me.
Okay. Now let me ask Johnny. Johnny, what is your height?
Oh, I'm short. I'm like 2'3", like Frodo from Lord of the Rings.
We just
Maybe
had
a
a
little bit
we just had
taller.
a Lord of the Rings Hobbit fan here
Yeah,
a few moments
yeah.
ago.
So I grew up in the Shire. So yeah. No, I'm like, I don't know, 5'8", 5'7", 5'11" in heels, but the only one I'm wearing my Jimmy shoes. But that only
Usually
comes
too,
out
that's
on like
great.
a special night,
Yeah,
like
that's more
the
balls.
Oscars or something.
Okay. So you're okay, Jennifer, are you okay with, he said he's about 5'7", 5'8"?
Yeah, that's normal.
Why did you start out with height?
That's normal, but that's actually normal for me. So that's not a big deal. I'm very tall, so don't worry.
Okay. All right. Well,
Okay.
let me see. We just got a great comment here. I want to show it real quick. Sent you pay. Thank you. Heavenly for you. Pointer loves you. No rhyme intended. But let's see, because we do have some other real ones that are waiting to possibly connect with Johnny. But I do want to see, Johnny, do you have any questions for this lovely lady?
Yeah. Am I allowed to ask where you are in the country?
Yeah, sure. I'm on the East Coast, so it's late for me right now. So I stayed up for you without question.
What can I ask?
I'm in
What
New
state
York.
or city
I'm
or
in New
where?
York. I'm in New York.
All right. I
I'm
was
in
I
New
was
York.
just I was just there
Where were
recently.
you?
I'm in Philly. I'm just outside of Philly.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
I travel for work up and down the East Coast. So
Okay. I used to live in Queens. I also lived in Long Island as well.
I'm on Long Island.
Oh, I was in Port Jeff.
Oh, you're kidding me. I'm a
Yeah.
little bit closer to the city, but I'm
Okay.
I'm right in Wantua, so
Yeah, I've
I'm
been
not far at all.
all over. I'm like a nomad, Jennifer.
Oh, so
I
you
grew up
know
just
where I
outside of
live.
Philly.
I like somebody that's close to me because I'm a touch person, so I like to have my person.
So your love language would be physical touch.
Yeah, love language is physical touch and words of affirmation.
That's a great
See,
comment.
words of affirmation is my love language.
Yeah,
I love you, Pointer.
yes, that's exactly it. Those are my two love languages without question.
Oh, yeah. I think I agree with Ethel here. Ethel said vibing, and I don't disagree. But I don't want to rush anything. But at the same time, we do have other real ones that may want to connect with Johnny. Johnny, I didn't get to tell you on the show. If you are not feeling the real one, I do this. I do this thing where you pop, right? So a pop comes up. A real Batman 1960 style. So you got
I get a pop.
but
How can I vibe, Pointer, when you're talking the whole entire time? I literally had no chance to chat with this lovely woman.
Well, no, I'm not rushing it. Like I said, I want you to ask any more questions, or if Jennifer, you have a question. What are you thinking, Johnny?
Hey, what do you do for work?
So I lived overseas for a really long time. I coached soccer all over the world, like 45 different countries.
I played soccer.
Terrific.
I love it.
So I moved back to the States a few years ago. I don't know. I still coach, Jennifer. I still do some coaching stuff. I do some pickleball stuff, which sounds funny.
No, I like pickleball.
Yeah, I'm really into pickleball. I just played in the U.S. Open last weekend, 2 weeks ago.
No, it's huge. It's huge.
Yeah, I was great. I came in 4th place, which is pretty amazing. There were only 4 people in my bracket, so I crushed it.
You did.
I lost every game. It was awesome. I just had a really good time. And awesome. I don't know. I've got lots of different channels for work, but I don't know. Just always being amazing. To be perfectly honest with you, having a good time. And I'm still young. At least I consider myself still young. So I have the rest of my life still to work.
Oh my God, we're still young. You're the same age as me. I consider myself extremely young. So.
No, I'm actually older than you. You're a child to me. Like my kid.
How old are you?
I'm 52.
Oh my God, you're ancient. Okay, forget it. Forget it.
Super old.
You're out of my that's right? It. That's like the end of
super great.
So y'all are. It appears to be a vibe now. Like we said, now think about it. When I ask, and fans, I think a lot of you know this logically. When I ask, could it be a real one connection? A lot of people think I'm asking, are you going to get married? there's the ring finger, by the way. I'm not flicking anybody, but it's like they think, and I'm like, no, could it be? Could it be? Could it lead to? So I'm not going to ask that question yet. Some fans want to ask this essential one. This great fan that watches all of our stuff. Let's just go for this one. So we'll see the spice level, religion or politics. Okay, now Johnny, I'm asking you, and then Jennifer, you'll make sure you tap in because I'm not going to ask them anymore. Does religion or politics matter to you, Johnny? Do you want a partner that's religious, political?
So I definitely pray every day. I grew up super like far right, born again Christian. Is how I was raised. And being overseas, especially in the Middle East and like Indonesia, Malaysia, where Islam is prevalent, I got to really get to know Muslims, but I didn't grow up with any. And then I grew up in a very, very high percentage of Jewish people as well. So, growing up, I went to so many bat mitzvahs and bar mitzvahs as well. So, like every single religion is out there talking about treat each other properly and respect each other. So, just being nice, but, faith is important, but I respect everybody else's faith. Politics goes, I'm super like, some issues I'm on the right and some issues I'm on the left. It's so weird. So I would really, really call myself an independent, even though my friends hate when I say that because they want me to be on their side. But luckily we live in America, so I can have my own opinion on stuff. And just because I don't believe in what you believe, don't get angry at me. So it's really about respect, because again, a lot of the countries that I've lived in, you don't have any freedom. You have to believe what the government believes, which I hate.
Very good points. Now, Jennifer, what are your thoughts on that? Because of course, that can make or break a relationship.
I hate to double what you're saying.
Stop doubling.
I am doubling you. I grew up Roman Catholic. I actually taught, I was a catechist. I taught my kids in religion. I taught religion from when I was 17. I felt my most comfortable when I would go to youth group because I played soccer my whole life and I was in all advanced classes, had popular friends, and did like kick line. And so nothing ever melded together. But when I went to youth group, I always felt comfortable. I'm very spiritual. I don't go to church every Sunday. My mother would kill me. But I have a spirit, and I don't have any worries because I have faith. I have faith that everything's going to be okay. I believe in God. So that's very important to me. As far as politics is concerned, I don't watch the news, and I hate to say it. It's too negative for me. And I know people don't like the fact that that I'm not up to date on everything, but I just feel like it's negative. As far as politics, I go right, I go left. So there are certain things I am, and then there's certain things I'm not. So I'm not really a huge politics person either way. So, I just.
Thank you, Jennifer. No, that worked. So I think y'all are kind of matching. So I'm not going to give it much more time because the fans are like, yo, get him to Sizzler. Pointer, pay for the Sizzler date. Last question for both of you. Let's see if you vibe on this connection. Hey, it's a vibe. It's a real one connection. Thank you, Peter, for sending this and adding a little seasoning to it. What's your favorite type of music? Let's start with Jennifer. Favorite type of music?
Okay, I am a 80s, 90s rock girl. I am.
Okay. Well,
I really am.
Johnny, what about you?
I just like all 80s music.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, everybody wants to rule the world. I'll start singing along with you.
Hello, Thompson Twins. Nice, Pointer.
Absolutely.
Don't forget to subscribe and like.
What's about that? Hey, all right. Well, hey, I any final questions between you two? If not, I got to make it a real one connection. And then my other friends that are waiting, I'm going to shout them out and they're going to get their limelight as well. But Johnny, do you have a final question for Jennifer? Do you want?
How does this work? Like, we talk later? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, well, what I would do is you would share, we'll do that in a private session. I will email both of you each other's contact information if you want to make this a real one connection. So, Johnny, do you have a final question for Jennifer?
Yeah, let's go have coffee.
Oh,
I would love it.
Oh my gosh. Well, folks, clap it up in the comments. We got a real one connection. Oh my gosh.
Start small, Pointers. Start small. Just have a good conversation.
That's how it really starts. That's how real ones, and that's why I'm gonna just give a shout out to my seasoned souls. A lot of people appreciate I'm the only person that highlights our seniors, our seasoned souls. Not saying y'all are seniors.
Wait, hold on. We just got called seasons. Let's Johnny, let's hold on a second. I mean, he just called us seniors. This is like
you are season.
No, me and Jen, we're gonna go have our own show.
Exactly.
We'll see you later.
We're done.
You know
We're
what?
done.
You know what? But y'all are amazing. So I'm going to connect you two. Don't
Thank you.
trip, because I'm going to honor our few more that are here. But don't trip. I'm gonna get y'all. Okay, I'm gonna send you each other's contact info, and I'm gonna follow up with y'all too, even if I got to sponsor a Sizzler dinner date. All right, y'all are amazing. Thank you. Wow, clap it up one more time, y'all. Congratulations to both of you. Y'all go talk. I'm gonna send you all each other's info. Y'all go talk.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
Bye. Enjoy, Johnny.
Wow, have a good. All right, I'll send y'all. Wow, my goodness, folks. I'm honored. I want to shed a thug tear, but I shall not. I know what you're thinking, friends. I want to watch more of his videos. Well, that's a beautiful thing. We've got this video here, which is one of my favorites. I promise you, you won't regret watching it. We also have this playlist if you just want to dive deep into what we do, or this video here, which is groundbreaking, or you can click this if you plan to subscribe, which I hope you do. So thank you for watching, folks. We've got a lot of content just for you. Hope you enjoy.